everyone out there, welcome to another Facebook Live with Guinness World Records. I am here at Marawa and I am at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's $7 Digital Studios here in LA. And we have the $7 chefs.
Yeah!
Today we are going to be attempting an amazing record for the Super Bowl. We are going to be attempting the largest layered dip. And we have Hannah here, our official adjudicator, who is going to be making sure that everything is done correctly, hygienically. There's all sorts of things. You've got lots of rules to tell us about. But if you've got any questions in there, start sending them through. We've got lots of people here who can answer them. Chefs, experts in dips.
Dip experts.
Have you made many dips before?
I've made a few dips in my day.
Yeah, brilliant.
A few dips. Mo?
Yeah, I know how to dip under a bar while drinking a lot.
Excellent. And what about, and does The Rock like dip? Is this his favorite dip recipe?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yes, brilliant.
You can smell.
There's 7, we've got
He's
sides.
actually,
This is our Rock recipe.
The Rock is going to consume all of this after in an epic
That's going to
cheat
be
meal.
the second record when we get to that. So we have all the layers outlined here for you. We've got 7 layers in total, which is quite amazing. You only need 4 for the record, but we're going for 7. We've got olives, cheese, green onions, not your regular onions, tomatoes, sour cream, guacamole, and the refried bean, a classic. Everyone needs a refried bean. This is a great Super Bowl recipe as well, so you could recreate this yourself at home. What have we got? We've got cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And now, what have we got? What's happening?
So this is what we're going to do.
What have you got?
We've prepped almost everything except the beans.
Yeah.
The beans is our base. That's where we started, right? So we're going to pull all the beans out. We're going to open up the containers, and we're going to start dumping them in the tank. Here's the only issue, though. Right when we open up the first container, we have 2 hours.
That's right. Because
2 hours.
once we have completed this enormous dip, it is not just going to go to waste. All of our records here with Guinness World Records have to be consumed as well as made. So we don't just throw the food out. So all the food, where we've got to get it in 2 hours, where to?
So we're going to the Midnight Mission, which is a local mission here in Los Angeles that's been up for almost over 100 years. So
How many things of dip do you think you're going to...
So we're going to deconstruct it once we built it, but we have to build it, box it up, and get it into a fridge right away. So we have
Within
less
2 hours.
than an hour to do this, and hopefully accept an award. 2 hours. All right, 2 hours. Go. Less than 2 hours. Thanks,
2
boss.
hours, we're going to start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Set.
Bring it.
Go. Let's start that timer.
Okay. All right, beans.
So we have to get the beans. We have all the tomatoes chopped and prepped, but we're getting in the fridge. And once this stuff comes out of the fridge, that's when we have to start timing.
Got it. Hey, remember, so when we say can down.
So how many cans are in that? 6.
Right in there.
Chad Murray wants to know, where's the beef? Is there beef in this?
Oh, this is a beef-free dip, correct?
Yeah.
This is a veggie dip
Free.
for everyone.
This is all vegetarian here.
Technically, it's not vegetarian, it's hard in the beers.
So for anyone that's just tuning in, we are live with Guinness World Records here, and we are attempting the world record for the largest layered dip, just in time for Super Bowl. This is a recipe you can all follow at home. And we are at The Rock, literally The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's $7 Digital Studios out here in Los Angeles with the $7 chefs who are going to now open all of these cans of beans to start the base layer of our layered dip. It's going to be amazing. We all had to wash our hands a lot. We have a food hygienist here. It's a very serious production.
Hello.
Hannah here is our Guinness World Record adjudicator today. How are you?
I'm doing great,
Now you've got all the rules and regulations here. If anyone's got any questions about the world's largest layered dip, now is a good time to write them in. Hannah can answer them for you. But what can you tell us about the dip?
Well, I can tell you that it needs to be a minimum of 4 layers, and I can also confirm that everything has to be consumed afterwards. So that is going to be an important part of this record, is that it goes for human consumption to make sure nothing goes to waste.
Absolutely.
In addition, we have a food hygienist here who's making sure everything is done safely.
One can down.
One can down.
Oh, it's going in.
When I
It's
say
going
one can
in.
down, everyone's got to get one can down.
One can down.
Amazing. And then, am I right in thinking to get the record, it needs to be a minimum of 440 pounds.
That's correct. 440.925 pounds in order to break and set a new record.
That's crazy. That's very heavy.
It's a very large dip, but
It's a lot of dip.
you have to go to a great lengths to achieve
You
Guinness
want to
World
get a
Records
world,
title.
you want a world record? Then yes, absolutely.
Not easy.
Absolutely. Okay, brilliant. We got any more questions from people out there about the layered dip? I'm really excited about the guacamole. That's my favorite bit.
Yeah, it looks like there are 7 different layers in it, so I think some guacamole and also cheese.
If I had to lose a layer, I think it would be maybe
A
the
bunch of
olives.
questions coming in, guys, about where the rock is. Scott heads up 7 Bucks Digital Studios, and he's going to talk to
Part
that.
of it, definitely part of the team. Hey guys, so The Rock is not here today. He's very busy shooting Ballers, and we pitched this idea to him about a week ago, and he was like, "This sounds amazing. I can't wait for my fans to see it, and go make sure you bring that record home, guys." So.
And he's super excited about it. I saw he posted a few things
Oh
about
yeah,
it
he's
this
been
morning.
sharing on social media and stuff like that, and I'm sure if he could, he'd be here, but he's.
I want to hear the line. Can you do the line?
No, I definitely cannot do the line.
I've been practicing.
Maybe you should.
No. I'm
Oh,
gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
Two down.
2 cans. This is amazing. What a huge container.
It's a lot of. It's 100. So that's a 100-gallon aquarium. It's a new aquarium. Obviously, we didn't have fish in there before, and it's going to get filled about 90% of the way. I mean, like the beans are just.
3 cans down!
3 cans. How many cans are we doing?
I believe I'd have to look at the chart. We got a chart. I think it's 21.
21 plus 6.
21 plus 6
Oh
ounces.
my
so.
goodness. So have you been sitting there doing all the maths, counting out all the...
Fortunately, I am terrible at math, but I have a great team that is very good at math. And like for days, they've been just calculating, recalculating.
Yeah.
And, just
And what are
making
your
sure that it
what are
makes
your
sense.
chefs normally doing when they're not...
4
when they're not
cans
making-
down! 4 cans
Honestly,
down!
they're production coordinators and producers, and they're just guys.
Part-time
that know
chefs.
to-
Part-time
part-time
chefs.
chefs. Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Are you excited for the Super Bowl?
I'm extremely excited for the Super Bowl.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. If you had to take one layer out of the dip, what would you take out?
I am not the biggest fan of sour cream, so I'd take the sour cream out. But it's got some seasonings in it that'll make it a little different in color, so we'll see. I think it'll be nice.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So many. All right, guys, good work. Let's keep it going.
This is 5 cans.
5 cans. 5 cans
Listen,
in a can.
wait for it. Wait for it.
It's coming.
Wait for it. 5 cans down.
5 cans down.
We also have the 7 Bucks camera crew here. That's why you can see lots of other cameras running around, and they're making a video which is going to go up on their YouTube channel on Friday. So make sure you check back in. You can see the full edited version of what's been happening. This hasn't just started 5 minutes ago. They've actually been prepping food all morning. It's taken quite a few days to get everything together.
6 cans down.
It takes a long time to prep for a world record like this, especially when all the food hygiene has to be taken into consideration and making sure that we get everything out in that 2-hour period. So there's a lot of hard work that's been going on. What have we got over here? Oh, we've got the weighing.
I'm doing bean measurements here.
Bean measurements.
Yeah. So basically, I need to get not only 21 cans, but we need to do 6.59 pounds of additional beans.
You don't want to go for 7? Just to...
No, it has to be
It's gotta be
so
exact.
precise, right?
To be
They were very
exact.
clear. It has to be exact proportions in order to get the record.
Oh, that you've got to have the
Times.
proportions for each
7
layer.
cans.
We just had to
7
multiply this
cans.
recipe times like a gazillion. That's how we got to where we are.
Karen
So
Smith
we
wants
very
to know they're
specific.
filling the aquarium with what?
Yeah, that's right, Karen. Refried beans.
7
Check
layer
this
bean
out.
dip.
It's going to be a 7-layered dip, and the bottom layer right now is beans, which you can see that are going in there up to can number 8.
Are you making a 7-layer dip? How many layers?
Yeah, we're doing 7 layers of this dip. To get the world record for the largest layer dip, you only need 4 layers, but these guys are they're not taking any chances. They're going all in 7 layers.
Yeah, remember Back to the Future, the star, when they dropped the kids?
And where is it going after this?
And after this, it's going to the Midnight Mission in Los Angeles, which is a mission that's been around over 100 years, did someone say?
So it's 106 years old. It's one of the
106
leading
years old.
shelters in Los Angeles.
Because that's another thing about any food Guinness World Records is you have to also make sure that the food is consumed at the end. It can't just go in the bin. You can't go and make something enormous and then just throw it out. So we're making sure that everything, once we've got the dip layered up and in there,
9 cans down.
9 cans down.
it's then going to be split up and taken down to the mission so that people can eat it. Look at this. This is no joke. That's a lot of refried beans. That's a lot of refried beans. As you can see, there's lots of other cameras around because the $7 camera crew are also filming. They're going to be putting a video together that's going to go up on their YouTube channel on Friday. So make sure you check back and check that out.
Numero 10.
Who's the last person that commented?
The last person that commented was Mariana Matias. Ooh.
Mariana, I dedicate the 10th can to you. For you, Mariana.
Numero 10.
10 cans down!
10 cans down!
Now over here we've got these enormous, fridges. Scott, you going to show us what's happening
Yeah,
here?
so
What's
we
going
have
on?
so we took all the ingredients earlier and we
Look at
prepped
this!
everything. So there's a lot
It's
of
the Rasta
there's a lot of
fridge.
there's a lot of
That's a lot of
guacamole,
guacamole.
a lot of cheese, a lot of tomatoes. We've got olives over there.
All the layers.
We got all 7 layers.
Yeah,
The proportionality.
yeah.
We're ready to go.
No
So
joke.
we only have so much time to make it. So
Yes.
it's as fast as
We're up against the clock. We are up against the clock here. We have to get all of this done, constructed, repackaged, and re-refrigerated within 2 hours.
I need some beans!
There's
We're
more
getting you
beans
some
coming. More
beans.
beans coming.
Raquel says, regardless if the rock is there or not, you're totally doing this for a good cause and way to go.
You know, and that's something that DJ always talks about, and it's really important to us as a company. Is like
Wait,
always,
literally the rock.
literally
Let's just be clear. DJ,
sorry,
as in
the rock. Yeah,
yes.
and literally, it's like he always talks about our anchor and how do we give back and how do we do something cool, but how do we also affect positive change in the world. And this is something giving us food out of something. Which makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think this is the beginning of some more records for him? Do you think he's going to do?
I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. We'll see.
I hope
Right?
so.
We'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah,
I
totally.
love the rock. It's very
great.
exciting.
Yeah, it smells
Number
nice.
12.
It smells great.
Number 12.
Was it Raquel that said something sweet?
Raquel said something
Raquel, this is bucket number 12 for you, girl. You stay classy.
San Diego.
12 cans down for Raquel.
12 down for
sweet.
Raquel.
Go to Crystal Rose as well.
Okay, Crystal Rose. I'm going to donate the 13th can to Crystal Rose.
Yeah, but
We will do this in honor of you.
For anyone that's just tuning in, this can going in for Crystal Rose there
Coming, Crystal.
is making.
Crystal's too difficult.
Come on.
There we go.
Crystal Rose going down. 13 down.
13 down, Crystal
Let's
Rose.
start spreading those out just so we
I've got-
so we can get ahead of that a little bit.
I've got the 6.59 here.
There we go.
6.59.
For anyone that's just tuning in,
So what I need
we are
is
doing a world record attempt for the largest layered dip happening right here at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's
14
$7
down.
digital studio,
Gavin Jordan.
and we are doing the bottom
Jordan.
layer right now.
Jordan,
This one's for you.
Gavin Jordan
14,
going
baby.
This is
down.
the first of 7 layers. We're doing the refried
Come on,
beans.
Gavin, help us
Okay.
out, mate.
Gavin, come out.
Go, Gavin.
Gavin, going down.
14 going down for Gavin.
Crazy.
Yeah, I gotta get mine.
Can 15
How are you going?
come
How are you going?
You
Do
know-
you feel, this is the beginning. Are you going to be
Let me tell
alright?
you.
What did you do this morning?
Yeah,
Guys,
you're
got
right,
10
you're
minutes
right.
down.
We,
Hour and 50
we
left.
prepped everything this morning. So we literally
They've had to chop the
up
tomatoes, look at
hundreds.
the cheese, there's guacamole.
16.
It's all been
This is,
happening.
I think 16.
16?
Yep. Get a count. Get a count.
Who's on the count? It's got a lot of people. It's
We're
a
at
lot of
15
people to
now.
make this record happen.
16
We've got
down.
food
Sean
hygienists.
Noren wants to know, is this a fish tank?
Yes, it is. Sean, you recognized. We weren't going to mention it, but yes, it is.
It's a 100-gallon fish tank that we're looking to fill up with 90 gallons of food.
Let's see. Let's see.
If we do it right.
For anyone that's just tuned in, you are here with Guinness World Records, and we are coming live from Dwayne "The
17
Rock"
down.
Johnson's $7 film studio right here in Los Angeles, where we are attempting
17
the
down.
world record for the largest layered dip right here. First layer, refried beans.
Let's get some guidelines from our adjudicator.
Well, Anna, tell me some more. So
Yes, I know.
that to get the record, they're going to have to beat 440 pounds, more than 440 pounds, correct?
18.
Yes, that is correct.
Which is
And
a lot.
also, I
That's
know
a lot of
Scott
dip.
mentioned earlier that it has to be a scaled up version of the
18
existing dip. So
going
you
down.
have to have a
And it
recipe.
has to be proportional, right?
Right,
You
it has
have
to be a
to.
recipe. It has to be proportional and
Yeah.
scaled up exactly in that way. So they're doing a recipe. It's called 7-layer Fiesta dip.
Fiesta dip for the Super Bowl, because we all need a layered dip for the Super Bowl. Do you like layered dip?
Well, I have to say, I enjoy watching any Guinness World Records title be attempted.
Good answer.
Christina Orozco says, and I'm sorry, I butchered her last name, the homeless people are going to be so excited. Could you speak to that?
Yes, because, which we went through a little bit earlier, but we'll go through it again. Any Guinness World Record attempts have to be consumed, right?
Correct.
You can't just throw them out at the end
Yes,
of
that's
it.
very important to us that any large food record, it's all consumed by humans afterwards, so nothing goes to waste.
Absolutely. So at the end of the record, which is a little bit scary with the timing, they have exactly 2 hours to construct this dip, measure it, weigh it, fingers crossed we get the record, and then repackage everything and then take it down to the midnight mission where it's going to be distributed.
And we actually have a food hygienist here on site who's making sure that everything is according to standard.
How
everything's
is
safe.
it been? It's been a long day, right?
It's been a very long day.
Yeah, and you've been checking in. So this is your job. You make sure that it's yeah.
Safe.
Yes. This is serious. This is no joke. Is this have you done a world record before?
I've never
Is
done
it-
a
no?
world record. This will be my first.
What do you normally do then? What's your?
We inspect restaurants and teach food safety.
You must see some crazy things.
We do.
Okay, we won't go into
No, we
that.
won't.
Today. Oh, Scott's out here. We're gonna come outside and have a little look. Scott has got the craziest set. This must be one of the most organized guys around town because I've never seen a board like this before. I saw this when I got in this morning and I was like, what exactly is happening?
Yeah.
Scott, can you please explain what is going on? Have you slept? Have you had, what's,
I got like 3 hours last night. It was really good. Definitely.
Question from
Yeah.
Tracy. Damon, who's watching for you, Scott, can you post the recipe that you're using after?
Yeah, absolutely.
For people
We'll
to cook?
totally cook the
Cool.
we tried it at just like this normal size, and it's a really good recipe. So it's the secret.
will you be having it on Sunday?
I think I'm going to now. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We kind of
Fabulous.
have to. So this is just my handwriting, which is very hard to read, but it just tells you everything that we're doing. So just a reminder that we have to refrigerate the food after 2 hours. We're washing our hands all the time.
I'm just going to remind everyone, for anyone that's just tuned in and is just like, what exactly are we
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
that's
right
right,
now?
right.
We are doing a Guinness World Record attempt for the largest layered dip, which Scott here is going to be
We're
explaining
hoping
the
close to,
the method
so-
behind the madness of how this is
Yeah.
happening. And we're at the Rock Studio, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
That's
so,
the best bit.
This is our timeline. We started at 10 a.m. chopping vegetables and things like that. Everything had to be under the watchful eye of Guinness World Records, of course. And then there's our timeline to
And
finish.
the food hygienist. That's
Of
no
course.
joke.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
time everyone
absolutely.
stepped out, you've got to wash your hands, come back
Yeah.
in. It's like surgery.
Because it's so important that we're able to give this food away to a worthy cause. Oh, are we getting close on this? So check it out.
Oh,
She taught me how to make this
layer
layer
1.
recipe.
Check, this is no
Tell
joke.
me I'd have to
So this is the
Guys,
refried
Crystal
bean layer.
Rose wants to know how many pounds of chips do you think you need to consume all this?
Infinity.
How much does the rock weigh? I think a
Yeah.
rock-sized chip would do it.
This is, look at this. This is amazing.
You want to get in it?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I do like refried beans though.
It's like having it's
still
like a pet
Yeah,
animal.
that's what I was
Make sure we
wondering.
don't have any air gaps on the bottom. Can you take a look around the sides?
Yep.
So the construction
Maybe
is
just,
key
you know,
because they have to
poke
fit the
in
7
with
layers
the
in here, and
spatula.
everything has to be proportional. So
You know, kind of
they're
like dab it
getting a
around
good
the
spread on that.
Looks like it could be a sandbox.
It really does.
You know, I think fish could still survive in this.
Maura Troy, can you talk to where the rock is currently?
So, go ahead.
So the
we know
Rock
where he is.
is in San Francisco right now,
Shooting ballers.
shooting Ballers on HBO.
Hey-o.
I know Ballers with Jay Glazer and Troy Garrity and a bunch of other.
And they shut the streets down. I
Oh
saw.
yeah.
Did they
Yeah, they
really?
had to shut all the streets down so they could film. He was
Yeah,
very
thousands of kids just around cheering.
But he's really excited about this attempt, is that correct?
very
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had a great call with him last night. Scott, you want to tell him about it?
Oh yeah, no, it was just really great. You know, we were telling him all about it, and he was just like, "This is so great." And then we told him about how we're gonna give all this food away, make sure none goes to waste, and give it to the Midnight Mission in downtown Los Angeles. You know, for him, that was, you know, it was cool already, and then that's what really put it over
I think
the top.
this should be a Super Bowl tradition. I think this should be.
I would not be
you know,
against it. Yeah,
Let's do it.
Break some crazy record.
Yeah,
Mhm.
biggest corn chips next time we can do a thing. All right.
And then let's
So, for anyone that's
What's
just
the
tuned in
time?
and is like, what exactly is going on over here? We are attempting the world record for the largest layered dip. And it is happening at the Rock Studio out here in Los Angeles. And this is the team, the $7 chefs. They've been working very hard.
Okay.
This didn't, I mean, as much as we have just started going live, they've been up for hours.
We've been
chopping,
prepping for 6
prepping.
hours. Do we
Yeah.
have 15?
We're moving on.
No
140
joke.
145 remaining.
So we
All right,
have
move on.
so we have one layer in. We got
Give me your
6 layers to
All
go.
right, sour cream's up next.
Make sure you guys are cleaning the sides if we can, though, right?
I'm
We
just
gotta
saying
move
we've
on
got a
15
little.
minutes.
I'm just.
Okay, great.
I'm
That's
just gonna.
fine. What's
I'm
next?
just gonna
Because we
put
got sour cream.
Sour cream.
quality control over here.
All right, so sour cream is next.
Sour
Yeah.
cream, sour cream.
Okay, that's good.
And it's proportional too. They can't just like they couldn't just do like halfway with refried beans. You know when you order a dip and then they just put too much, it's got to be even layers, which is gonna look so nice.
Guys, Chris Rudd on Facebook Live says there's an air pocket in the
There
corner.
is an air pocket. I found this one before.
Oh, there we go.
See? Our viewers are not going to let that one go. They're checking in. We've got some world record aficionados out there that are like,
Hey
That
Mo,
sounds great.
Yo.
Erica Gulich wants to know who came up with the idea for this attempt.
So this came up, our $7 team, we're sitting in our room with a pen and a pad, just trying to figure out what we're gonna come up with, and this was one of the great ideas, and of course we have to run it by the man himself, DJ The Rock, and right when he said, I love it, this is a great idea, that's when the ball started rolling.
We have to think of a lot of videos for YouTube.com/The Rock. Subscribe, yeah.
so if you might have noticed there's some other cameras around as well. And these guys are filming. They're going to put a video out on Friday on their YouTube channel, so make sure you check back.
Hey, do you
for the
wanna
edited
come over
version.
here? Check out this
Look at
sour
this.
cream.
Now that's not your regular sour cream.
No.
What's happening
This is
here?
a pre-mix.
This is from your recipe, right?
Yep, it's going down.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't look like the normal color of sour cream. What's in it?
So we put a seasoning McCormick's taco mix. We ready?
Wait.
Don't dump it too hard.
Oh, it's going in.
Splash, think of the splash.
Splash.
Ay, ay, ay.
You guys got that?
Oh,
yeah.
The
not
world
tasty.
record attempt for the world's largest layered dip, and we are going for layer number 2 right now, sour cream. Doesn't really look like sour cream. You might be thinking that's because it's a special recipe. What are the spices?
It's
Taco
It's,
seasoning.
Taco
it's
seasoning
Laurie's.
and sour cream.
it's
Is that the
Laurie's
magic? Is that the
taco
magic
seasoning.
ingredient? Is that the
Laurie-
magic ingredient
Yes.
that gives it that like?
That's spice.
That's the thing.
That's the
I
spice.
see. I see.
Going in.
So now you got to scrape all that out.
I'm going to scrape
How
it
many?
out.
How many things of sour? Oh, we've got 4. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of sour cream.
Yeah.
And this is not a light sour cream. This
Tracy
is
Damon is asking if you could share the recipe for the sour cream after the attempt.
Oh, we will.
Absolutely. We're going to
for
put the
sure.
sour cream recipe up, and we're going to put the recipe up for the entire 7-layered dip. We're going to put everything
good?
up there.
1 ounce.
So for anyone that's just tuned in, this is the world record attempt for the largest layered dip. We're going
getting
for
real.
7 layers. This is no joke.
And remember, when you make some at home, you're going to lose a little bit in the container. So that's okay. You know, it's all right.
Guys,
Okay,
James
let's
L.
move it.
Powers has
Let's
just said he
move it.
can't believe no one has made a bigger dip
Let's
than this.
have,
So maybe we should tell him what you're going
Let's
for.
have Darren, if you could kind of.
So to make the record for the largest layered dip, they need to be 440 pounds.
Look at that.
440 pounds. That is still pretty big. That is a huge
sour
dip.
cream lava.
You have to get a whole forklift thing in here to like weigh it.
Scrape
This
out
is no joke.
whatever's left into another bin.
Pinder wants to know if this food is going to charity.
Absolutely. So with any Guinness World Record attempt that involves food, the food has to be consumed. It can't just go in the bin. So right after this, right after we've like got everything in there, weighed it, seen if it's made the record or not, it's going to get repackaged up and distributed at the Midnight Mission in LA. So it's all going to a great place.
Watch out for the fire, please.
Got a lot of sour cream going on. If anyone has any questions, now's the time to send them in. We are here at Dwayne The Rock Johnson's $7 digital studio out here in Los Angeles, and we are attempting the Guinness World Record for the largest layered dip.
Renante Cruz wants to know, is it safe for the tank and this container, or will
Yes.
it break?
I can answer that.
Hey,
Okay.
tell us.
So, we did a lot of research about this.
That's good, that's good.
100-gallon tank can take up to about 800 pounds of liquid weight. So what we did is we multiplied our recipe about 150, 153? 153 times to make it this large size. And that is going to be weighing about 600 pounds. So the 800-pound weight.
That's
it's going to
good.
take
That
it. It's fine.
that's
It's safe.
Yeah.
Never been used. Sanitized.
Feeling good. I
It
bet
is.
the Rock's
It's
watching, so you
fucking-
better,
Oh,
you know.
it is clean enough to
Gotta-
eat off
yeah.
of. Okay.
Sydney Rutherford wants to know what the layers are.
Yes, Sydney, come over here. Let's check out. I'm just going to get past the $7 Digital Studio. They're also filming for their YouTube channel, which is going to go
Live,
on
I believe,
Friday.
either Friday or Tuesday.
So, Sydney, here we have the 7 layers. For the official recipe, we have got layer 1, olives, layer 2, cheese, green onions, tomatoes, sour cream, guacamole. Hey, was the guac meant to go in?
No.
Don't worry about that.
Don't
Just-
worry about that. It's a typo.
It's fine. I'm just going to switch those two over. No worries. No worries. It's fine. So this is the recipe. We're also going to post the recipe up, and we're even going to post the recipe for the magical sour cream, which you're seeing that's going in now, which is not just regular sour cream. It's got a bit of extra seasoning in there. Give it a punch.
Give it a little punch, a little
Super Bowl kick.
Give it a puncher's chance.
Look at these layers. Look what's happening here.
Brett Parkin wants to know, is layer 8 pancakes?
Oh.
Yes.
That's the next Guinness World Record. That's the next one. There you go. Pancake dip.
All right. We just gotta make sure that's even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
We got one
So
more
for
bucket.
anyone that's hosting a really big Super Bowl
Right,
party,
here, I'll
this
do
is
the last
this
one.
is what you're going to need right here.
Switch spots.
It's got to be over 440 pounds to get the world record for the largest layered dip. Are you feeling confident?
I'm feeling pretty confident
Yeah?
over here.
How you feeling,
I'm
Scotty?
always cautiously optimistic.
Yeah?
That's where I am.
How's that timer?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
I got,
we're good?
I got 3 people
One more
watching.
bucket? Here, switch it out. I'll get the
This is
ice
the
over
last
here.
bucket of sour cream
Here's
going
the
in
bucket.
now.
Yeah, okay, good.
Mo,
Good work, everyone.
Mo, whole bucket.
There
Whole
we go.
bucket.
Get it.
Got it?
Careful, careful.
Get
Watch
that
yourself.
clean.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go in. Pull it. Get some in the middle.
Hey Troy, Jacob Dermer wants to know if you've tried this before.
Oh, you know what? Our cameraman Dylan actually made this recipe in preparation for this. And Dylan, how was it?
It's a tasty dip.
It's a tasty dip.
You know, each layer really adds something to
And
it.
is the sour cream the only layer that's got these like extra secret ingredients?
Yes.
Is the rest is the guacamole just a regular guacamole?
It's a
or is
store-bought
it-
guac. You
Uh-huh.
could use regular guac if you wanted, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We want tasty.
And then what about the green onions?
Green onions, just straight green onions chopped. We did all that prep just earlier today,
Yeah.
as you guys were here.
Is
For
that,
anyone
are
just
we even?
tuning in, we are
Yes,
live with Guinness World Records here, and we are creating the world's biggest layered dip. That's what we're going for. We're up to layer 2. We've just put in the sour cream. We've got the refried beans underneath.
Looking good.
So if anyone's got any questions, dip-related questions, now is time to send them in. We've also got Hannah here, who is our official adjudicator.
Yes, official Guinness World Records adjudicator.
Guinness World Record adjudicator, who has been keeping an eye on everything. How's it been
That's
going?
right. I've been making sure all the guidelines are followed. As of now, all the guidelines have been followed, and so we'll see how the attempt plays out, but I'm making sure that everything is done according to our rules.
Yes.
What are they aiming for in
Yeah.
terms of weight?
Very even.
I'm not sure what their final goal is, but it has to beat 440.925 pounds.
And what are some of the other rules around doing this? Because this is huge.
Right, well, as I mentioned before, it has to be a scaled up version of an existing dip.
Yep.
Everything has to be consumed by humans. In addition, afterwards, we note how many people worked on it, how many hours were spent on it. The team was here this morning working on it, and I was here along with the safety food inspector.
Yes, the food hygiene,
Yes,
that's a
and
big
so
thing.
we were here this morning making sure everything was prepared carefully and prepared according to standard, kept refrigerated, and everything was done according to our rules.
Have you adjudicated food records before?
I have. I adjudicated a record for the largest non-bread, another large food item. But we always love watching these large food items be attempted because they're such a feat and they're such an effort and teamwork and
Yeah, and
just a
expensive.
lot
You've
of-
got to get a lot of ingredients. It's a lot. It's a lot
Correct.
to-
Yeah, it's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's no small feat to become a Guinness World Records title holder. So we'd like to
Exactly.
see all the hard work and the achievement at the end if they are successful.
Heidi wants to know what is happening with this dip after it's complete.
So, as we mentioned earlier, it's going to the Midnight Mission, which is in Los Angeles. It's a mission that's been around for over 100 years, 106 years I heard before. So, as with all food records, the food can't just be thrown out. It has to be consumed consumed. So they're up against the clock. That's why there's a lot of rushing going on. Because once we've put the layered dip all together, it then has to be repackaged and then
True,
distributed.
yes, it's very important to us at Guinness World Records that all of the food from these attempts is consumed and not wasted, so that's a big, very important point. And many attempts decide to donate to charity, which is something they can do with the food afterwards, as long as it's consumed. So that's definitely something that's frequently done.
Totally.
It looks like another layer is happening.
Yes. So we are up to layer 3.
Mo, Santa.
I'm gonna guess is gonna be the guacamole, but let's find out. Are we on to? Is it cheese?
One's cheese.
It's gonna be cheese.
Very good.
Need some more colours in there. We're very bland so far.
Cheese.
For anyone just tuning in, we are live with Guinness World Records and we are attempting the world record for the largest layered dip. We've got 2 layers in, we're up against the clock, and we've got 5 layers to go. They only need 4 layers, but they're going for 7. But most importantly, they need to beat 440 pounds for the record. And Hannah here is making sure that's
That's
what's
right,
gonna
I'm making
happen.
sure everything is done according to our
Yeah.
specific rules for this record.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Okay, so we have a question for Scott. We're actually getting Scott.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
great to be back.
Emmanuel Rivera wants to know, how will the dip be removed so that it can be eaten?
Well, Emmanuel, that's a great question, very smart question, tremendous question. So we're gonna take every layer off and put it back in the containers that it came from. They'll have been washed, and then they'll be shipped in a refrigerated truck into downtown Los Angeles, where the Midnight Mission homeless shelter is ready to receive them. So great question.
And so then we're going to reconstruct when we're down there.
No. They're just going. So then they're going to take the ingredients and use it for different things. Like they might make burritos or things like that for a homeless shelter.
Oh,
like
so it's not just going to be another round of layered dip.
no. It's not going to be like a dip that everyone's going to dig into. It's like
Got
they're
it.
going to take it as raw ingredients and use it in all kinds of different recipes, and I'm sure at different perishable levels. They're going to. I mean, cheese, I imagine, for a homeless shelter is a great commodity.
Oh, this is going to be the easiest layer, right?
You think it would be?
Maybe. Uh-oh.
You think so?
Maybe I spoke too soon.
This is what we call the
Don't
gold.
let it sink. Don't let it sink.
This is the gold right here.
Oh, you got to spread
Whoop.
like quicksand.
Easy.
We're sprinkling
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Sprinkle it.
It's raining
Oh,
cheese.
yeah.
Wow.
Have you
That's
seen that
amazing.
much cheese before?
I don't know.
Like, I
beautiful.
feel like this
Uh-oh.
is like DuckTales at
Careful.
the end when like Scrooge just jumps in all the gold,
But it's cheese.
but it's cheese.
So you can eat it.
All right, guys.
One down.
Beautiful.
Careful of moving around.
How many cheeses have you got?
Wow.
You don't want to get.
We got how many buckets?
How many buckets of cheese, guys? 4.2 buckets of cheese.
Dana Barlev from the UK wants to know if we're munching on some of it while we're preparing.
No, absolutely not. And the food hygienist is here, and he
Over there.
is keeping an eye. He is making sure that there are no little snacks happening. Everybody's hands are very washed. We're ready for surgery.
No, this is over 76 pounds of cheese.
Have we got any?
76 pounds of cheese.
We got any dip experts? Anyone else out there with other dip recipes? Any suggestions?
76.2 pounds.
Construction suggestions?
This is a small human's worth of cheese.
That is a lot
That's
of
at least
cheese.
as much cheese as I eat in a week. Seriously.
Do you reckon you could eat? That's
No,
a lot.
I could not eat
Come on now.
I could maybe if like I had to get out of like it was like a. Kind of a
But I always find this really strange with cheese in America, how orange it is.
But
When
really,
we talk about the
Well,
orange cheese-
we're a country with a rich heritage of
Thank you.
multicultural cheeses. So there's
Yeah.
white, there's
Hey,
orange.
Scott, question for Scott here. William Lancaster wants to know if this is The Rock's cheat meal.
I think this would be like a portion of his cheat meal, actually. Like maybe half or something like that. He's a really big fan of pancakes and.
What does he eat for breakfast? What's a typical rock breakfast?
I don't know exactly what his typical. He's very disciplined most of the time. Like so, he has a cheat meal. It's really a cheat meal, but like he's extremely
Is
disciplined.
he like
in his
10
diet.
eggs in the morning? Is it like?
I really don't know what the details are, but I know that he's just extremely disciplined.
Can you find out? Can you write
I'll
down?
work
I
on
want to
it.
know.
Let me-
I want to know the
I'll
breakfast.
call him
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We want to. Rob, what do you eat for breakfast? I want to know what his secret is.
Bettina Rowe wants to know, how long did it take you guys to prepare all of the ingredients?
So we bought all of it yesterday, and then we prepared it from 10 this morning until basically right before we broke for a quick lunch.
Here you
before
go.
we came
Another
in.
bucket. Another bucket.
Here we are.
Beautiful. This
And
is
now it's
looking
starting to look like
real-
7
this
layer
is
dip, right?
really
Now it's starting to
beautiful.
get there. Yeah.
Look
Good
at
work,
that.
everybody.
Some beautiful queso.
That is really pretty. Amazing. For anyone that's just tuned in, we are live with Guinness World Records, and we are attempting the world record for the largest layered dip here at Dwayne The Rock $7 Digital Studios out here in Los Angeles. And it is happening. We're up to layer number 3. We've got 4 to go. It's going to be amazing.
Number 4.
Is that the last cheese? That's got to be the
That's
last
the
cheese.
last.
One more
There's
cheese.
one more cheese after
One more
that.
cheese?
Oh wow, that's
Because
right.
cheese, remember cheese?
Ooh.
A lot of air between the cheese.
What have we,
Sasha
1, 2,
Carter
3?
wants to know if this fish tank is new.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Brand
My
new.
grandma's.
A fish has never been inside of it, and we sanitized everything before.
Yeah, it
we
was
put it in.
very, very clean. It was looking very clean.
It's kind of interesting how it like undulates while you move the cheese around.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I'm
the
also
sour cream.
I'm trying to measure. I'm trying to see if I like 4
Where
more.
am I missing cheese?
Mo, that is some solid stratification. Really good,
My
well done.
cheese deal?
Candace wants
My
to know
cheese
what
game's
happened to
on
the
point.
guac.
The guac is on its way. I
The
think
guac,
the guac is the
guac
next.
is coming.
The guac is the next layer.
We've gone a little bit off recipe in terms
oh,
of the order.
this was a little bit of a typo. The correct
Okay.
recipe is what we're going after.
Okay, brilliant.
Are we done with the cheese? Guys, can I get it? We're done on
I
cheese?
think we're done. Are we doing
Cheese,
cheese?
let's
All right, it's 3
Layers.
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 Three layers.
Oh!
Yeah.
Excellent. And I feel like it's going to get a little bit, comfort,
Yeah, it's gonna
right?
get compressed.
There's a bit of air in that
Yeah,
cheese.
because shredded cheese has a lot of
Exactly.
air naturally inside of it,
Exactly.
so as more weight is added,
Yeah.
it's gonna compress the cheese. And we're getting
Top layers are also smaller.
Mo, is there a title for what your job is right now?
Yeah, I'm the cheese
Compressor.
packer.
Your cheese layer
I'm
look right there.
the official cheese packer of the NFL.
All right, Packers.
All right, we good?
The Green Bay Packers make it.
Brian Jett wants to know what you're going to do with the fish tank afterwards.
Ooh.
That's
I
a
think
good
that's a great question, and I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll buy some fish.
It might be time.
We're gonna make
Yeah.
the world's largest
little
even tomato.
I honestly feel like I'd be the worst person to take care of fish. I have cats. But.
Maybe a turtle.
Yeah.
It's good
Oh my
size
gosh,
for a
it'd be
turtle.
like the greatest mansion ever for a turtle.
Right.
Or some kind of amphibian.
All right, let's go on to the next one, ladies.
All right,
Well
guys,
done.
good work, good work. Almost
All right, what do we got
there.
3
next?
layers down. We've got 4 layers to go.
What do
How are
we
we
got
going
next?
on time?
Next look.
I gotta find out how we are.
So we're going to do a little time check because, as we mentioned before, we have to get it all done within 2 hours.
Guac,
Constructed, deconstructed,
Okay, guys,
back in
so
the
stay
fridge.
on schedule. We gotta have this entire thing done, certified in like 25 minutes. So
Guac,
we really
let's go. I
gotta
need
keep
some
hustling.
guac.
Keep hustling.
Copy.
I need
Scott.
buckets of guac.
Slime in.
Marlon wants to know what
Hey,
kind of
Marlon.
name would you give this dip? Guys, what's this dip called?
$7, 7
$7.
layer dip.
$7
Done.
$7,
go.
7 layers. Love it.
Because that's the Rocks production company. $7, and
That's
we're
where we
Digital
are.
Studios. Oh yeah.
How many? We got 2 total buckets, right?
This is probably the happiest thing I've seen ever.
This
2
is the appropriate
entire
amount of
buckets
guacamole.
of
Right next to it on the
guacamole.
metal. Push it
And
down.
everybody knows this is the best layer. This is always the thing that runs out first. But maybe not today. Today we might have enough. Look at that.
The guacamole's
Children
extra.
cannot fall into the bucket.
It's coming, Claire.
No children in the
No children in
guacamole.
the
You did
guacamole.
guacamole yesterday.
We're putting in
coming, Mo.
fresh gloves.
So Scott, if you could actually speak to this, William Gilbert wants to know.
Yeah.
He knows that the health department is here and that you have a food inspector here. But do you need to check the temperatures, or is it all just coming out of a fridge and then you put it in the tank?
So obviously, with our expert here, it's coming directly out of the fridge, and we know that he's got a temperature, and after a certain amount of time, he's going to make sure that it's not getting too warm. But when you have a mass that big, it's going to keep, and most of it's water. It's really going to keep a temperature for a while. So that's why we're working within this 2-hour window of having to prepare it, certify it, and then get it back.
It's happening.
These guys are having a nice thing.
We just got a glove. We've got a glove issue here. Glove
gloves
technicality.
are
Breathe
not
it out.
plugged.
Breathe it out.
Not the
Breathe it out.
What you guys on vacation? What's going on here?
It's happening. It's happening.
Yes, chef.
It's going down.
We are on vacation.
All right, guys.
Here's the guac.
This is the gold right here.
Be careful.
This is it.
Easy,
This is it.
easy. There
This
you go.
guac
Ooh, look at
is
the way the
worth
cheese is holding it all
as
together.
much as everything else in this tank. Just so you know.
That's the money right there.
This is the money right here. This is the money.
This is beautiful, beautiful pour
Look
here.
at that. It's just like a beautiful green lava. Just
Jordan
over.
Notary wants to know, is this going to the Rocks Super Bowl party?
It's been donated,
It's
Jordan.
been donated.
Unfortunately, I'm sure they
Got it.
have put it to
Okay,
good use,
moving on.
but we're donating this to the Midnight Mission in downtown Los Angeles to feed a bunch of people in need and give back to the community.
If this works though, you've still got the tank.
I
I'm
know,
just saying,
that's the
you
thing.
could,
That's
you
right.
know how to do it now.
Yeah. That's great. Now it's starting. Now it's really. That's the.
So how many guacs? We've got 2 guacs.
We got 2 huge guacs.
So we got 1 more bucket of guac that's
And
going
we didn't
in.
cheap out. This is what the recipe calls for.
Anyone that's just tuned in, we're attempting the largest layered dip just in time for the Super Bowl.
Are you guys good?
And we are out here at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, $7 Digital Studios out in Los Angeles.
In front of me, so I should go.
Right there, right there, right there. And his crew is also filming, so if you check back on their YouTube channel in a couple of days, is it Friday?
YouTube.com/The Rock, please subscribe.
Is it Friday?
It's Friday.
Friday their video's going up, which is going to be the really slick version, but we are doing the live version right now, and we have got a whole bucket of guac. I'm going to get out of the way.
This is slick.
I need the guac.
This is very slick. Come on. This is also super slick.
Here we go. Don't rush the guac.
Let's go.
Rush the guac. Don't rush
Get
the
a
guac.
mic. We got that slow-mo shot, right?
Guys, Brenda says, Dwayne, awesome idea. Love you guys. You're the best. And the rest of the group rocks.
Brenda, you're the best!
Brenda!
Brenda!
Love Brenda.
Brenda, call me, girl.
He's married, by the way. Don't call.
Hopefully my wife is not watching this.
You know she is.
It's getting weird.
No, no!
This is getting awkward.
Look at that. That is it for the guac. That's all you get. It always is the thing that runs out. We had 4 things of cheese. We only got 2 things of guac. But it's
All right,
happening.
so up next is.
So what's next on this dip, guys?
And
Tomatoes up.
Onions,
Tomatoes are on deck.
tomatoes.
Tomatoes are on deck.
But I feel like there's a little. What is that? Is that pepper? What's in there?
Oh, it's this,
Whatever's pre-made in that.
it's a pre-made guacamole.
Okay, so it's a mystery.
Daniel
a mystery
Williamson
recipe.
wants to know how much this is all going to weigh. So perhaps you could talk to what the minimum is.
Yes. So to break the record, they need to break 440 pounds. Point.
Correct. 440.925 pounds.
That's why we have Hannah here. She knows everything. She is the Guinness World Record adjudicator, and she is making sure that everything is A, being done properly, and B, at the end of it, if it weighs enough, and if they're going to make
And
it.
then we will announce
Tomatoes
final
out!
results.
Yes.
Hey,
We're getting close. We're getting close. We're 4 layers
In
down.
20 minutes.
Guys,
Tomatoes out.
I know. But maybe one.
Tomatoes are next.
Okay.
Who's in?
Troy or Darren?
The $7 chefs are going in.
keep cleaning. Okay, Darren.
And they're getting tomatoes out of the fridge now for the next layer.
Just a little bit, and then I actually think you can go.
I'm coming.
This isn't totally even, so yeah.
As we mentioned, we are up against the clock because they have to get all of this in, they have to get it weighed, and then they have to get it back out again so that the food safety guy is happy with how everything's done. Hygiene, hygiene, hygiene. Very important.
Shannon Phillips wants to know how long it took to prep to get this.
Again, it took about 6 hours of pure chopping, and then all weekend we were buying refried beans and avocado, like all the different stuff that we put into this dip. It's just, we had to, how many Spartan finals? What was it? 5 Spartan finals to get enough for the guacamole layer.
Tomatoes, tomatoes,
Don't
tomatoes.
buy guacamole.
There's no more guacamole left in the San Fernando Valley.
Look at these tomatoes, they've all been chopped.
Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
I saw some of this happening. There was
Coming,
a lot of
Bob.
chopping. How long do you reckon it took just to do the tomatoes?
This was a good hour and a half.
I think. That was the hardest part. Actually,
This
cutting
was.
the tomatoes took the longest amount
Oh,
of time.
I'm so going to be glad when
It's
this
so
is
hard.
done.
It's so hard to cut
There's
There's a
tomatoes.
lot of liquid in there.
Yeah, watch out.
This one scares me.
Should we drain that? Easy, easy. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back.
Oh!
That's okay, but the liquid. Should we drain
No,
that?
the liquid's
need
fine.
the
That's part of the
weight.
tomato.
We need the
Okay, that's
weight.
part
We
of
need
the
the
right,
tomato.
right, that's good. Part of the recipe.
Oi!
All right, that's good.
There we go.
Be a little easier on the next one, but that was good.
That was great.
Other side, other side,
Come
other
in,
side.
other side.
Take this, take
Okay.
this.
Gonna go real slow.
Yeah. All right, great. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna let you
It didn't
scoop
say
it
drain,
from
so
here.
thank you.
You don't
Can I
want to scoop.
Can I get a spatula?
Spatula?
Yep, thank you.
So we are going for layer number 5 now. You can
Spatula.
see the tomatoes that
Nope.
were all
There
cut
you go, guys.
earlier
Take
this
it.
morning. They've been in the fridge waiting for this
Thank
moment,
you, sir.
Yeah.
and they're going in.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
doing very good up there. You
it's
really
hard
got this
work.
all worked out.
When I met
I
Mo
thought you'd done this
Darwich,
before.
I said to him that there's a man that can spread around a lot of tomatoes.
This is
I
it.
need to keep him around.
Mo, do your arms hurt?
You know, I've been working out with The Rock, so,
Have you got a specific exercise routine for this?
He lifts up mountains and puts them back down.
Exactly.
This?
The minute I started working for The Rock, I literally lost weight and gained muscle. It's crazy. Great.
Just by looking at him. All right, guys, good work. We're getting close. Keep up the energy.
All right, all right.
For anyone that's just tuning in, we are live with Guinness World Records, and we are here at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's $7 Digital Studios, where we are attempting the world record for the largest 7-layer dip. Although just layered dip, but they're going for 7 layers. You only needed 4. Why did you go with 7?
It's $7. Digital Studios.
How's the tomato game looking? It's
Look
on
at
point.
that. Beautiful.
Oh, we gotta go for the next one. What's next?
Green onions. Green onions.
Green onions?
Oh my goodness, look at these onions.
Mike
Chop,
Rowe
chop, chop.
wants to know if
Mike
if the Rock could lift this when it's done.
Oh yeah. Just go on his Instagram. See what he's lifting. He's lifted twice as much.
This really, this smells. There's a lot of onions.
It smells great.
I need a
It
spatula.
really actually smells really good.
Is this the only onions we have?
Can you smell this?
No, that's it. That's all you have for onions.
All right.
Onions is a very small part of the recipe.
So let's go other end.
Yeah.
I might start crying. We're
Can
crying.
you smell? I'm a
spatula.
feeling I'm about to
Use
start
spatula.
crying.
Thank you, sir.
That's a lot of
Thank you.
onion.
We're crying when
Everyone
we
was
first
crying
started.
Who's got all the tricks? I bet who's got tricks for like how to not cry when you're chopping onions? Did you try anything? Did you do the bread?
No,
or
I
the-
just cried because
You just let it out.
Because
Just let it
grown
out.
men could cry
That's
too.
right, they can.
This is 2017, okay? Grown men are allowed to cry. All right. Can I get the black olives ready?
Black olives.
For anyone that's just tuned in, we are coming up to layer 6. We are attempting the Guinness World Record for the largest layer dip, and we are out here at the Rock Studio in Los Angeles, $7 Digital Studios. And the guys here, $7 chefs, have been chopping, constructing, crying through their onions to make this happen. And we've got 1 layer left. This is happening.
We just got olives.
This is amazing.
Scales coming in.
Oh my goodness, the scales are coming in. This is no joke. We've got our official scale technician here. How you going with that? All right, we might need to move this.
All right.
Black olives.
Black olives. Here they come.
Shane Bardo wants to know how much time is left. Scott, can you help us
I think
out?
we have about an hour and 10 minutes, but that's to get it finished, have the record certified if we are successful, and then take it apart and put it in a refrigerated truck that we have outside so that it can be delivered to the Midnight Mission in downtown Los Angeles. So we're doing good.
I can really smell what the Rock is cooking now.
Yes.
I can really.
Smells
I can
fresh,
really
doesn't it?
Look at those olives. This is beautiful. So that is layer number 7.
Good.
So we've got refried beans, special sour cream, cheese, guacamole, tomato, green onions, and olives. What a masterpiece.
Look at that.
I'm hungry now. This is great.
So Leslie wants to know if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's name will be put in the Guinness World Records book after this. Well, we will see if they get it. But Hannah here, our adjudicator, can talk about another record that he holds.
Right. Well, he used to hold the record for the most selfies in 3 minutes. And one thing that's exciting is our book comes out every fall, and our editorial team makes a decision as to what exciting records should be put in. So we never know exactly which ones they're going to choose, but there are always a lot of new and exciting ones.
I think people should be voting for this. People should definitely get in on this. Look at that. That's beautiful.
I think we're done. How
That's
are we looking?
amazing.
I think we're done, yeah.
We're
So
done.
Get a little bit more
my
even.
goodness.
A little
Yeah,
more
a little more over on this
You've got
side.
1 olive just
Just
on
from
the
the
edge
center.
there.
Oh, get that olive on the edge.
Where? Right here?
No,
Up,
right there.
up on the edge.
Yeah,
Yep.
right there.
Ah!
Yeah. There you go.
And
Okay.
then maybe just these two, just saying.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
saying.
make it
just
look
saying.
pretty.
Make it look
Beautiful.
pretty.
Oh, make it look pretty.
Oh, man.
We good?
That is an appropriate amount of
Step away
7-layer dip.
From these olives?
Yeah, I mean, that's, so we got the scale.
We're good?
And maybe we see a little bit of green onion in here if we can.
Where?
Just like all this. Yeah.
For anyone that's just tuning in, you are watching the final steps of the largest layered dip attempt. Guinness World Records here. We are out at the Rock Studio, $7 Digital Studio, and we're about to reel in the scales, which are going to lift this entire tank and see
Scales here?
if it weighs enough to be a new
Okay,
world
okay,
record.
guys, so are you good to go, Mo?
Yeah, we're done. I'm walking away.
All right,
It's
so here's what
happening.
we gotta do. We gotta
Watch
take
out,
the
the scales are coming.
Easy, no scales coming in.
What do you reckon? It's got to be over 440. Start placing your bets. How much do you think it weighs? Is it more than 440 pounds?
So
We've got some guesses out there.
should I disconnect?
That's a beautiful thing.
That is beautiful.
Power cable and put that on the back.
Fine. Hey, all right, someone take this to the door, please.
So, do we have what the original weight was?
calculations after we weigh. So, all right, everybody, let's do this. All right, so everyone gather around. We're not going to see the measurements. She's going to take a look at it. Let's move the scale underneath.
Allison Cornett saying it's going to be 452.7. Saqib is saying 575. Tracy Damon 436.73. Timmy Wagoner 500 pounds. Sangam 340 pounds. So
well, we'll know very soon. So keep guessing.
All right, here we go.
What do you think it is?
So then let's everyone. Okay, so
we're not gonna watch.
So let's have the so this is our measurements expert.
And our chefs over here have to keep working because they've now got to wash everything out, clean everything out, and get ready to put it back in. So they're all working really hard right now because they're still up against the clock. But we're going to get measuring. Look at this beautiful dip.
All right, here it is.
I don't think we're going to...
I can't believe this is an idea.
It's going to be a surprise. Keep guessing. Is it over 440? And also, is the tank...
All right, guys, don't look. Let her tell us. Let's find out together.
So we're gonna come over here and check what the chefs are up to. So you guys have to wash everything now, right?
Yes.
So you're still up against the clock.
Sanitize, monetize.
And then pack everything back up and put it in the fridge.
How do you feel? Are you on time?
We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're not
You're gonna be alright. Keep going. Keep going.
Pull the scale. Pull the scale.
I have faith in you. I think it's gonna be alright.
Thank you. Excellent.
Just a little technical difficulty with the scales there. They're gonna lift it off the ground. Everything's fine.
All right.
The moment.
We have our measurements. We have our measurement. Hannah is doing her calculations. She's subtracting the weight of the tank which was taken earlier.
All right, guys, let's get into this. We're about to find out.
So we're about to find out. We're going to check. Everybody's coming in.
She does not look happy.
Oh no. All right, guys.
They've got such good game face. You never know. You never, ever know. So Hannah has done the calculation. She's been out the back. I'm going to hand over to her, and she's going to make our announcement for us.
That is correct. My name is Hannah Ortman, and I'm an official Guinness World Records adjudicator. And I'm here today because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's 7 Bucks Digital Studios is attempting the Guinness World Records title for the largest layered dip. The number to beat is 440.925 pounds. We have weighed the dip, and I can confirm that it has a weight of 540 pounds.
That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! We can do math! We can do math! Get it!
Congratulations! Yeah. I can say that you have achieved a new Guinness World Records title, and you are all officially amazing.
Oh. Yay! Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you all. This is a team effort. Thank you so much. Awesome.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Feels
Come
amazing.
on.
It's really, it's like you like. I literally, I think everyone at some point in this project said, "Wow, we all read this book growing up. We all like, this is actually just amazing and very, very cool." So, on behalf of The Rock and on behalf of the whole team, thank you so much, and this is amazing. So thank you guys.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah! Record holder. Record holder.